What's good, y'all? So, I haven't been making videos in a long time, or especially not going live, but it is so much going on in the world today that it just make you think, like, what direction, like, what is really going on, like, what is happening? This Diddy stuff got everybody in a tangent. And you would think, like, this is not nothing new. Like, everybody knew Diddy was a weirdo. I mean, everybody knew this man was a weirdo. I mean, I never cared for Diddy. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just my vibration never vibe with his, but I never rocked with Diddy. I never liked him. I always thought he was too arrogant. There was something about Diddy. He just turned me off. To hear about the things that he has done to these people, it sounds outrageous. It sounds outlandish. But to know that these people are really a cult. Hollywood is like a cult. It's like their whole vibration is cult like. And to come up in the 90s and to be around different stars, different rappers or whatever, different music people, Diddy was never somebody that my energy ever swayed to. Never. It was always, with him, it was too much. Too much. Definitely too much going on around him. He never had the energy that draw me to it. So people don't be believing like their actions are like cults. The things they do are like rituals. It's not it's nothing that I could never imagine, because if you think outside the box and you're not stuck in your flesh, you understand we're in a spiritual realm. And when you start messing with energy, is how people manipulate power. So to hear the things that they did, it doesn't surprise me, not one bit. You subscribe, thank you, boo. You just dropped in. It does not subscribe me. I mean, look, not subscribe me. Does it surprise y'all the things that y'all hear about what's been going on in Hollywood or Hollyweird? Does that shock y'all? Because it doesn't shock me. Because it's as above, so below. So what we do and what we think is normal, they flip it upside down. So how we would think water is energy, they would think blood is their energy. So the things that they do, it does not surprise me, y'all. And when I tell y'all it's much deeper than what we think, it's much deeper than what we think. You might think, even when I'm wrong, I'm right, y'all. Believe, look, for the longest of time, I've been thinking that the Kardashians allegedly was a witch coven. I do. I think the biggest witch coven. I think that I don't know what they call women who suck people energy. I think they devour men, and it may go back down deep in their roots. I believe they're a big witch coven. I do. Everything I'm saying is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Believe me. And what's so funny is all this stuff that Diddy's going through, and then what was it? Was it about 6 months ago or something? He was photo with that big tattoo on his back. I made a video of it. That's Ursula Freda. It's one of the deities. I knew right then they was messing with rituals. I been knew it though. If you watched R. Kelly, Survivor R. Kelly, it was a lady on there talking about he had somebody doing rituals in a room, lighting candles and doing stuff. It just tells you a lot. It's energy swapping. It's like energy vampires. Some of these people that we feel so energetically pulled when we lose them, it's a reason. It's because it's not a natural death to say. Hey, but think about it. Like, think about how the world mourned Nipsey Hussle. That was not natural. He wasn't supposed to go then. That's why we get pulled into these deaths, because they're messing with people's timelines. So when we get pulled into it and we feel it so greatly, it's because it's not natural. People always say, well, Tanya, why do you like King Von so much? Listen, I know what he did, or they claim that he did. I understand all that. But when you're playing with spirits and energies, it'd be a whole, I don't know what it's called, and I wish I had the word for it. It'd be something over that whole area. It would mess with the energy of the people. My auntie calling me. I'm about to call her back. It'll mess with the energy of the people. And that would mess with just how they do things. That's what made them kids start to do whatever they did to each other, because it's more than just one spirit. It's a whole energy over that area that made them do that. And so how do you give him grades? Because if you wake up one day and you feel like you're in a video game and somebody's trying to kill you, what you gonna do? You're gonna adapt. Now, do I feel like at one time was something over him? Yeah, I do. But that was the energetic pull that was on him. Do I still feel he had a good heart? Yes, I do. Now, with Diddy, I just don't feel like he never had no good in him. He always seemed off to me. He always seemed like he was arrogant. He always seemed like it was, I never liked him. You heard, you know what I'm saying? I never liked Diddy. And y'all, I was there through all the 90s. I met Jodeci, I met Tupac, I met Guy, I met, I met BBD, New Edition, I met, I met Ice Cube. I never wanted to even be in the presence or go to a concert that Diddy was at. Or a party. I never was drawn to his energy. I never cared for him. To think that he got overcome by some type of demonic energy is easy for me to believe. And when allegedly, I remember when after Pac got killed and Biggie went to LA, I must have been in my 20s. I was in my early 20s. And I'm like, why in the fudge would this man go to California? I mean, this makes no sense. Because it's a death sentence. And in my head back then, 30 years ago, I said, they told Puffy it's either him or you or him. I said, he offered him up on the plate. I always knew that he had something to do with Biggie. And I always felt, because I was conflicted, I was very conflicted. Because at first I was like, well, this should have something to do with Pac. And I'm like, no. I'm like, yes. I'm like, no. And in the end, I wasn't really, I just didn't know. But I always thought that Diddy had something to do with Pac dying as well. I always did. But I was always conflicted on the Suge part. Because I'm like, I just can't believe this man will have somebody come and gun for Pac and he's sitting 6 inches away from him. It just made no sense. And what's crazy is it's a guy from Detroit, and his cousin was one of my good friends, but I didn't notice after she passed away. His name, he rapped with this local group from here in Detroit. Um, his name is Motsy Ski. You can see him on IG. It was Detroit Most Wanted. That video of Pac looking like a deer in the headlights with him and Suge, he had a video. He said somebody bought that picture from him. He had an actual camcorder, one of them big camcorders, when he was in Vegas taking video. That's how long ago it was. He said somebody paid him for that. That video, you could just look like Pac just looked like he knew something was coming. I don't know, y'all. All I know is I feel like we're energetically now being shown all the tricks and illusions that they're playing, and it's up to us to separate ourselves and follow our minds because we know it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It just nothing surprises me. And because I believe in spirituality, I know how people mess with energy. I know how people do things to manipulate energy. I know how people can do stuff to try to drain your energy. And I know that what I've learned is, now you think about this. They celebrate the Baphomet. That's who they follow, right? This figure shows men and women parts. That's why they've been pushing that agenda for transgender, because of the Baphomet. And they've been pushing it for a while. That's why it's not like anybody on that list. It does not amaze me because they've all been in on this agenda. They all been in on it. Like I said, y'all, as above, so below. Don't nothing fool me. Like, I don't care. My cross is not your cross, so you can love and like whoever you want. But when you start to push an agenda, it's because something you're trying to get off. And then to think about this, y'all, this blew my mind. So back in the day, and Biggie in them videos, the lady we thought was a lady was not a lady. She was a transvestite, and then when you look at it, you can see it. But back then, we wasn't looking at it. She's in the bed with him, and then there's one video, she's standing up using the bathroom. Was a transgender. Yes. Back then, we wasn't thinking about none of that. So was they trying to push that agenda way back then and it got delayed or something? Cause I think about all the stuff like back in the 90s, they wasn't really ready to accept it, but they probably been gave Puffy this assignment. They had to wait till the people was ready to accept it. That's when they started having them wear the dresses. That's when Thugger and all them start coming in. I never liked Thug. I never liked him. I never liked his energy. I did not. And even though that goes down in history with Rich Homie Quan when he was with Rich Gang, I wish he would never would have got with them because he probably would still be alive today. And I could be wrong, but I just feel like Quan detoured a lot of stuff because messing with them. And I don't know why I believe this, but I believe that Thug somehow messed with his energy and messed with his career. Now, since Thug was been in jail, Quan been getting back on. He was doing his thing. People, was going towards him. I looked at some videos of Quan, and some of the videos he looked bright-eyed, like nothing's wrong. A couple of last videos, his legs shaking. It's like something's on his mind. Somebody told me that he had just got back from out of town before he passed away. So he just came back in town. They said they need to look at who he was last with. Those people. You just don't. Now, he's supposed to have been clean, but I seen him taking lean on some of the videos. He told one of his baby mamas he was taking a Xanax. So supposedly he got a fentanyl pill. Was that sent to him? Now, I don't think that his brother or the baby mama that lived there had nothing to do with it. I don't. And when you're dealing with somebody that's in addiction, everybody does stuff different. I don't know, y'all. It's just the world today is just crazy. I think it was, yes, me too. Me too. You know me and you be on the same page. Me too. I think that pill was sent. Somebody from the streets of Atlanta, oh boy, was like, they need to look into who he was around when he came home. And I don't think it was his baby mother or the brother. I just don't. But what is she gonna gain? They're not married, so she's not gonna get the house or a bunch of money. And the brother was his best friend. And they could have reacted differently though. I wish his brother would have called somebody when he saw him on the floor and had to take him to the couch. But because they don't want their reputations ruined, they try to cover up so much. But when you're going through addiction, the family's going through it with you too. There's no telling how many times they've seen Quan like that. But they need to look into who gave him that fentanyl pill. Where did that come from? And I swear, I do not want to see this man get out of jail and then just turn up. Because I'm going to be mad as hell. Because I do not like Young Thug. I don't know. But I do believe that Puffy got so many people on those videos. They're going to have to protect some of them. Everybody's not going to be outed. Especially, allegedly, Jay-Z and Beyonce. For some reason, because the way Jay played the game, they're going to protect him until his time is up. And his time is just not up yet. And even though they say that Chris Brown is this, Chris Brown is that, I love me some Chris Brown. I wish they would just leave him alone. It's like they always coming for him. But I'm going to start making more videos. Boo, I miss y'all. I just really, I was trying to find my way and I just didn't know what else to say. Especially like after when I was making all those Vine videos, that was because his energy was so heavy on me. And he just wanted that story to be told. So I told it, and it was just like nothing else for really, and that part for me really to say. But I know I still have a message to give people. And it's crazy because I'm mad for his friend Take Upon on here. He called me TT. He know about me walking through Old Block and all that. And I told him how heavy his energy was on me. But I'm gonna get back with y'all. Lecrae, I miss you. I just been tripping out on all the stuff that's been unveiled lately. and how people just don't see that it's deeper than just surface. It's levels to devils. And they like people think like, well, turn your heart to soft. Oh, Lauren London had someone do with Nipsey. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. It was the police, some scandalous Crips, some people from the industry played a part. And believe it or not, the mafia all pulled the light on Nipsey because he had prime real estate, and that train was coming through for gentrification. Nipsey was not going to be swayed, and they had to take him out. I'm going to talk to you later, boo. I'm at the store. I'm going to go live or make some videos. Leave in the comments what you want me to talk about so we can get back connected. I'll miss you. And it's about to start storming, too. Love you.